Hi there, you guys. So I just have been meaning to do a video for a couple of days since I got back from the North Carolina Massage Championships. And I really wanted to share a little bit about my experience there, a little bit about what I have learned about massage competitions in general. And just a disclaimer, this is just my perspective as a judge. I am not um, super involved, and I'm not super aware of maybe some of the different levels of um, the organization and some of the rules and things. But this is just my personal experience of attending a massage competition as a judge, and it was so fun, and I felt like really something that will help to elevate our profession. And I just wanted to share a little bit about that with you. And that way, if you've seen this going around or you're thinking about maybe getting involved, this might help you to decide, or just to learn a little bit more about massage competitions. So these were brought to my awareness, I'd say about 6 to 8 months ago, when the um, American Massage Championships teamed up with Mike Hinkle of the World Massage Festival. And that's a festival that I've been involved in for several years. And I started seeing all these different massage competitions popping up everywhere. And I was kind of like, how do you compete in massage? How do you judge massage? Like, the whole thing, honestly, sounded a little bit strange to me. But at the same time, I'm pretty much a go with the flow person. If it makes people happy and they want to compete in massage competitions, I'm certainly not here to tell anyone they shouldn't, right? And then a few months ago, Stephanie Ashcroft, who decided to head up the North Carolina competition, asked me if I would come and be a judge. And in that same spirit of, sure, I want to be open minded, I want to learn more, sounds like fun, I said yes, that I would be a judge. And that's when I really started just kind of thinking, well, if I'm going to be a judge, I need to know what I'm doing. And I wanted to learn more about what this was all about. So, first of all, I just want to shout out to Stephanie, because that was an excellently run event. She did a fabulous job. The location was great. Everything started and ended on time. We had just everybody who was involved in it was so kind and so nice. And it just a very, very positive environment, which I have found 99% of the time when you get together with a group of massage therapists, you're going to find that it's a very positive environment. And so I think that is just one of the first benefits of doing these massage competitions. Is it's just a way for us to get together kind of outside of a classroom environment and learn from each other. And no matter what level you're involved in the competition, whether you're competing or judging or part of, putting it together, or as a vendor, you are going to learn a lot just being in the room and just being there. So that was really fun. I loved seeing the therapists come out and just share their skills and their passion and their talent. And it was a competition, but it also felt like a very friendly competition, and people really just wanted to be a part of something. So my understanding of the purpose of the massage competitions, and this is from what Mike has told me, is to educate the public. And I do think that massage is getting more and more mainstream, but there is also still a lot of public education left to do. And this is a way for people to see massage happening. Maybe people who've never had a massage before are going to catch a news clip about this massage competition going on in their state or their town, and see the professionally dressed therapist delivering this service and helping people. So educating the public is a big part of it. And I think as these competitions grow, more and more people might come out and just check them out and see what is this all about. They'll see the promotion of the competitions. They'll probably see it in their local news sources, on social media. So I think in general, it elevates the profession overall. So speaking of elevating our profession, I really felt like this overall will raise standards. So I get a lot of massages. I get massages every chance I get. And I'll be honest with you, I feel like it's a crapshoot. Like 50% of the massages I get, I'm like, that person wasn't very professional. They didn't really listen to me. They were, way too deep or way too light. And so this is a great way for therapists to get feedback and for us to raise our standards across the board, because as judges, we're looking at things like, are they listening to their client? Are they in tune with the signals and the signs that their clients are giving them? Are they using a variety of techniques? How's their draping? How's their overall dress and professionalism? How are they showing up? How's their body mechanics? So there's just all of these different things that you're trying to do your best on. So I think that overall these competitions will elevate our profession and our professional standards, which we know from state to state and school program to school program are all over the place. And I think we all know that people are graduating from massage school with very little idea of how to be a professional massage therapist. And this might be one way that we can start to see some changes there and to see standards go up. So the competition all around was just a really, really fun day. The day started with some singing bowls and everybody coming together, as we like to do as massage therapists, and then went into, we had 2 categories in our North Carolina competition. Some states have more categories. Of the USA will have more categories, but we had Swedish and clinical. So the Swedish round had 2 rounds. Everybody gives and receives. And that was just, it was just really, really fun and interesting to just see the therapists giving their best work and just being a part of it. We had a great lunch. We had the clinical rounds. We had a small vendor hall area, a guest speaker who was talking about, I didn't hear the guest speaker because I was doing judge duties, but I believe she was talking about human trafficking and how we can, as massage therapists, differentiate ourselves. And I know some of the funds from the competition went to help an organization that helps people that are involved in human trafficking situations. So, and then we had our awards, and it was just really great to see the people that had worked so hard on their skills and training for this competition to be able to win and take home some medals and get some recognition. So just like my friend Ashley, who runs MT Banquets, this is another way for us to, lift each other up, elevate our profession, and recognize people in the profession who are doing great things. So, so it's a very fun day. And I would encourage you, if you get a chance to participate in a massage competition, to do that. And even if you're like, I don't really want to compete, stop by, watch one of the rounds, and get a feel for what it's all about, because I think that you will be impressed. I think that you'll have a different view on it. And if anybody has any questions about massage competitions, feel free to reach out and send me a message, and I will try to answer your question, point you to the American Massage Championships Facebook page, help you figure out if there's a competition coming up in your area or your state. So So that is my 2 cents. Overall, it was just a really fun weekend and a really great experience. And every time I hang out with a group of massage therapists, I feel like that. So I'm very much looking forward to checking out the US Massage Championships, which will be at the World Massage Festival July 14th and 15th. And then I'll be also hanging out at the festival for a few days. So if you are at World Massage Festival, please come by and find me and say hi. I would love to meet you in person, and hope you have an amazing rest of your day. Bye.